Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. Before we jump into the action today, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All of those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting our community a little bit further, consider becoming a member here in our YouTube channel. Memberships start at just $2 a month, and you gain access to some really cool emotes. If you're interested in joining our community, we have 3 open slots available inside of the Tuesday Early campaign. And we have an open slot available in the Daddy Issues campaign. If you're interested in either of those, that one is on Sunday, by the way. If you're interested in either of those, be sure to reach out to me. Let me know. We'd be more than happy to integrate you into the community and get you one of these pristine slots that we have here. In addition to that, though, if you are interested in just supporting the community, you can just join our Patreon at any of the tiers. Patreon is listed down in the description below. Now, go ahead, Samdi. Tell us what happened last session.
I believe when we last left off, we had essentially just left Mama Lucy's brand new shop and started finalizing our plans for who shall play the role of Mr. Bonifazio. I think we agreed that Cornwallis was supposed to be Mr. Bonifazio. On our way to going to Lament Falls, on our way, we decided to drop by the Mystery Shack, set up on the docks that was just eating the lazy dock workers, turning it back into a cart and then driving it over to not the Love Shack, opposite. Driving the mimic cart over to Lament Falls and eventually transforming into a self-propelled boat. Going over to Lament Falls, being greeted by the receptionist and having a good mix of Cornwallis's ability to just instill the horrors of what he's been through into people to get their sympathy, and just hexing the receptionist so they're less acute mentally. We got let in fairly uneventfully and directed to leave our belongings and the lockers and getting bathed before we entered the hot springs. Some of us not really following said instructions all too well, and intruding on the other half of the hot springs that wasn't reserved for us. We eventually just, plop in the hot springs, pick our preferred temperature, and enjoy our time. Eventually, Cornwallis retches up the curse he had on him, because that's something that the hot springs can do, and Samdi just throws the ball of condensed cursed something or another into the other side of the pool, or other side of the hot springs. Monkey, somewhere at this point, begins having visions of his past or whatever, with his, I forget how many siblings he's supposed to have, but it was a good number of them. Realizing that he is the brother of, as he calls her, Sister Vusi. Eventually discovering that Monkey had somehow betrayed the Pantheon, or whatever they want to call themselves, by giving mortal races the ability to extend their lifespan. The situation gets de-escalated, and we come back to, and Monkey begins to become a lot more jovial, I guess. Starts starts exercising in horseplay and tries to tackle Reese into a pool. Failing, but having fun nonetheless. I can't really recall what happens after that.
At the Lament Falls.
Yep.
Well, Monkey had his vision after taking the gumdrop stuff. Learning a lot more about who he once was and having some of the gaps in the story that he has been reading filled in. Or sorry, not story, the facts being filled in with more details. And also becoming much more playful with Reese, despite Reese's cat-like defiance against that. And then we also had a long and deep contemplation from Glenn, where he is starting to come to grips with the difference of who he is and whom he once was. Then you all went into a nice little canopy in order to sleep out here. Wonderful mats thrown out onto the floor directly. Soft, scented pillows with this very calming smell of lavender imbued into them. Made out of very soft, fluffy feathers as well. During the night, Reese, you sent out a couple of sendings.
I need Glenn to get to me about that last sending.
It's all right. I didn't have time this week to write it up, so.
Well, you can just come up with it. It's 25 words.
Yeah. Let's see. Hey, Eleanor. It's Glenn's group. Discovered Platerra Academy main hall, as well as the Glenn Strider.
Which is only one word, Glenn Strider.
Okay.
Yeah.
Located last near the enchantment wing in the abyss.
Okay.
I'm gonna send all that to her.
Ya poopin'? All right.
There you go.
Somewhere in there, I'm gonna put it's Resand. That way they know who it is.
Okay. There was exactly 2 words left. Perfect.
Yeah.
It's Resand. Okay. Come by when you all are ready. There is much for me to learn. That's it.
They want us to come by, and they said that it's much. They have much for them to learn from. I guess us. Well, I have you guys all here very quick. Speaking of sendings, I messaged Tal'Dorei on your guys' behalf. I said to him that I apologize. Please don't hold you guys accountable for my actions. A lot of you didn't know what was going on. He did reply back, right, that the favor, the debt that I owe him now will be used in the future. And their favor with him, which I'm assuming you with him, is expended. And he said, do not betray him again. So. Take that as you will.
You send out your, let's just go with third one now, to Rossman. And then they reply. Reese, your words offended the courts of hell and Asmodeus. You are no longer a church member. You must appear in the courts of Mal'Shim.
Okay. Where's Mal'Shim at? I said that out loud.
Nessus. You would know Mal'Shim is in Nessus.
Oh shit.
It is the direct court, the largest city in all of the Outer Plains. It is home to Asmodeus himself. And it is also where Asmodeus has the verdict of law and rule as his main primary court. All major dealings that have to be handled by him directly happen there. You may roll a history check.
Oh, let me open this character sheet up. What about the long rest? I can use the last another level 2 spell. Oh wait, no, I don't have those. Never mind. History check. Don't know.
8. There has not been a court case for him, you know, in at least 50 years.
Oh.
But that
I
you
have
don't
to face-
remember what that case was.
Okay, I tell them I have to face trial. Still. In the courts of Mal'Shim. I can't go back to Spalding until then.
You just said this to us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's right. So you're being pulled into trial?
Yeah. Seems like, honestly, it feels like it's a lot when but I'm assuming that there was probably some reasoning behind it. I mean, clerics leave their faith all the time, but it just, yeah.
I don't mean to pry, but you think you'll be okay, or are you thinking about taking up worship again, or? Well,
I don't know.
I'm here to help you.
I don't know. Like, up until now, right? My power, right? I am power, but it was always focused. Now it feels not focused. My magic just doesn't feel right without the little divine spark behind it.
I think
But-
you still have divine spark inside you.
We can't hear you at all.
I can't hear
Really?
you.
Is it messed up again?
No, you
Is
were
that better?
whispering.
Yeah, you were whispering.
I
You're
didn't
fine
see
when
how
you
you-
speak up.
Well, I think you still have that divine spark inside you. I think everyone has a divine spark, and if you can just find yours, not another god, but find yours, I think it'll help.
Easy to say from a walking god to a non-walking god, isn't it? But I appreciate your words though. No, it's no need to apologize. I'm a storyteller, and it just stories like this don't end well. Being called into court in hell.
If I
Are you
may.
allowed any? I'm sorry, Genesis. Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm sorry. You want to go first?
No, you go.
Okay. If I may interject, maybe the spark is in your heart.
No.
Oh.
In that case, I've torn out enough of those sparks from people. No.
One last thing. How long do you have to respond to the summons? Do you have time to think about this, or?
Where's that? Rossman is a high, powerful mage. I'm assuming that if there's a time limit, she can send a sending to tell me that. So.
I mean, I would assume you would get at least a good amount of time to set yourself
my
up for,
orders.
yeah, to set up for your trial, right? I mean, are you gonna look for like a lawyer? Are you gonna represent yourself? Because I heard that was like a bad advice to like represent yourself in court or something like that.
I'm literally a lawman.
We can represent you.
I'm literally a lawman, Glenn. I think
Right.
the best person to represent myself would be myself.
Yeah, but I heard that was like not like, you know, advised or something like that.
I can get a lawyer, right? But when the entirety of the house, well, there's a couple people that wouldn't be against me.
And you do know it is customary for most hell-based cases to have somebody assist, even if it's not to speak, but in protection. Because devils do betray one another.
Yeah. I would need someone fairly powerful to be with me in that sense. That hell people wouldn't try and chainsaw me down in my sleep. In the middle of the court. I don't know.
Well, I am a trained guard. By definition,
You are powerful. This is
if
true.
you need me to make sure no one tries to stab you in the back, just keep me close.
Safety sandwich. Got it. But
Exactly. We will make you the meat in the sandwich, don't worry.
Oh
that
my.
reference. I was gonna say, please don't use that reference. I don't know. I pull out the book that I've been scribing into, right, of our journeys, and I go, it's this is probably gonna have to get passed on to someone before I go to this court.
Why?
So it's always 5% chance.
Yeah, literally, mathematically, there's always a 5% chance.
With Bart,
Life is so bleak.
there's always a 5% chance he can kill fucking anything.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't listening all the way. I'm sorry.
His spear, if he rolls a natural 20, legendary actions are the only thing that saves a creature, or legendary resistances. But even at that, it's...
Nice.
I would encourage you all though to mend your bridge with Tal'Dorei, if you can. From his message, he did sound pretty hurt about the whole ordeal.
Yeah. I know Bart was wanting to go to the volcano, so maybe we could relax here. I don't know how much time we have. We'll find that out. Maybe we could relax here, finish the time here, and go to the volcano. 'Cause I think there's an entranceway near there. Where we're at.
Yeah, there's an entrance from what Bart had mentioned to the Planet Fire at the volcano. Coincidentally, there's a very angry toad god generally in that area too, so good to keep that out.
Oh, no, different areas.
Oh, okay. My
Yeah,
bad.
here. Abaquin Desert. The volcano they're talking about is here. What you're talking about is here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, never mind. It's by the Carl area.
Oh. Yeah, Mount Dormant is what Bart's talking about, and Mount Mercy is Keknatek, or whatever his name was.
Okay, never mind.
I'm sure.
Wrong volcano. I'm not from this area.
That's all right. I'm sure Bart will chime in as soon as he stops stuffing his face. He's able to count on that food pretty good. You can hear us though.
Yeah. I'm sure that somebody wouldn't mind either. I mean, considering it's specifically a thorn in Mama Vusi's side. about his eyes.
Reese, while you're standing there, you feel a burning sensation in your arm, and you watch as a scroll grows out of it with fire.
This is probably the summons.
Ooh, that looked nasty.
It
That's how they get you.
yeah.
Can't avoid summons anymore.
That wasn't fun. I'm gonna look at the scroll.
You unravel it, and it states, "You are hereby summoned to the plane of Nessus within the courts of Malshim. You are granted a 2-week reprieve where communication but not travel is warranted within the hells to other devils to find your respective representative. After your representative has been chosen, you will have 1 week to prepare your case and bring it forth before the Grand Devil Asmodeus, ruler of the 9 hells, and plea your sentence."
As I'm reading it out loud, I go, "Lovely. It's lovely."
Hey, I think it'll work out, Reese. I think it'll be okay. But just curious, is there anything on your bucket list you really would like to do in the next 2 weeks?
No. I'll put my daughter. 100%. We're doing it now. Rope more people into my own drama. Let's avoid that one, right? That's good. Steal the spark of a divine creature and use it to make a super weapon to kill my former god at this point. Possible? Probably not anytime soon.
Yeah.
It's okay. If you need to kill gods, we're here.
I mean, we have a machine that a certain god gave mortals to steal power from other people, other creatures. Yeah. We just gotta find that machine. But I digress. Right, that's just speculations. No. I think not worrying about anything is on my bucket list right now.
All right. Well, this is still that night, right? Am I
Yes.
thinking that right?
Yes.
I have no spells. I have
Well,
level
we should
ones.
probably
I got level ones.
Yeah, I've been dying for rest. Night sleep, I guess is what mortals call it.
So, sleep time?
I got nothing.
Okay. You all, one by one, close your eyes and slowly drift to sleep. Glenn, of course, being the only exception within the group. Staying in your trance-like state. Staring out over everybody. Listening for the first time to the silence within your own mind. It's calm. Something you're not used to or possibly even comfortable with yet, Glenn. But there is something freeing within the silence. There's everything else happening outside of your mind. The snoring of whichever companions you would like to decide snore the loudest. There's the sounds of tiny crickets wandering around this beautiful little oasis hidden in the desert. Even the sounds of the wind. Things that you don't typically pick up on, but now you get to just smile and enjoy much more clearly. However, as you are trancing, it is discovered to you that you have this new feature. When you begin to trance, you seem to bring yourself into this new environment, this dreamscape that you house and utilize. And you're in complete control over yourself while you're in there. What does your dreamscape look like, Glenn? The place within your mind when it is calm and at peace, where you can change and practice or contemplate whatever you desire.
Wow. I would say there would be a waterfall coming down, and you cannot see the top of it. It's just water coming down. And by this waterfall, and this pond that leads to this pond of water, and then by it would be like a giant, like a cave, with moss around it and such, and plant life around. And then inside the cave would be, I guess, like a small laboratory of sorts. And I guess throughout his adventures, he would have, with this party, he would have like added stuff to it. Maybe like a shelf that he found at a bookshelf that he found at the enchantment wing, or maybe one of Reese's paintings from his house is in there. A salon chair from Monkey's Temple. And I guess most recently, almost like a nesting area for where a wyvern would rest. And some alchemy sets at a table, and just where he would either be studying or relaxing outside, right by the waterfall peaceful area, I guess.
So, when you journey here, you see the familiar elven man from the painting at the last wing of the academy you are at, currently seated within the salon chair. He looks over at you, adorned in the beautiful attire of the Blitera Academy. Notably, their sheath for their blade is empty. But aside from that, looks charming, looks very dedicated, and a little inquisitively at you. So you finally got rid of all the extra noise in here. Nice.
Yeah, it is pretty nice. Wait, who are you? Who are you?
He just smiles. You should figure it out pretty soon, I imagine. What do you go by?
I mean, the person closest to me calls me Brother Jack, but my friends call me Glenn.
So which one is it?
I like both, but I think I'm comfortable with Glenn. And then I'm gonna, looking at the empty sheath in a sword, does it look like something Harmonious would fit into?
It does.
Alistair?
He smiles at you. Nope, you got that one wrong. That's strike one. It's the sheath, ain't it?
As he pulls out a jello shot.
Yeah, I mean, I was when I found this blade, you know, is my blade on me in this?
You look down and yeah, it's right there.
Yeah. I mean, from what I discovered, this belonged to Glenn Allister. He was like the head of security for our family now.
Our family?
Well, we're all descendants of Glenn Strider, right? Of Elgin.
Ugh. I guess technically, yeah.
What do you know that you're not telling me, man?
He just begins smiling even wider. Well, I imagine quite a bit. But the fact that you just silenced this place up enough to finally come here to chat after, what, a year, 2 years? Imagine you're starting to learn a few things finally. See, I'm your soul.
You're not the one that's been laughing my head this entire time, were you?
No, that's everybody else, man. Or, I guess the better way to phrase it is I'm your body's soul. I don't know who the fuck you are.
Huh. Is there anybody else? Any other souls that are housed up in here that I don't know about that need to come forth?
You'll learn what you need to learn when it's time.
He begins walking over towards you and holds his hand out.
Can I see that blade?
Yeah, sure, why not? Hand it over.
Take it out, hand it over to him, and the moment he grabs onto the blade, you see these spikes pop out from the handle and pierce through his hand as he...
I did not know it did that, man.
I thought it might. It's fine. It happens. Ugh. Only the right people are supposed to hold the right weapons. So you and I are very different now. Tell me, have you met any of the others?
Others meaning like Mirrorway Society others?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know I got a picture of a lot of them in my mind now, but I know that at least Eleanor's still kicking in another form of sorts.
Eleanor?
Yeah.
Wow, I thought she died.
Well, technically, kind of, sorta. But, I mean, I know I got, bad juju vibes from, two of them. One of them was Jacoby. Another one was Zephyr. And then there's one that really pains the heart right here. That's, Lipschitz?
Lipschitz.
I don't know, that's what I wrote down.
Lipschitz a good man. A lot better than, well, at least me. Still hate that fucker. Well, I think the reason I'm more awake now is, someone tried speaking to my soul recently. And they were asking strange things about where I come from, if I'm coming back or not. In fact, they tried bringing me back
instead of you.
Sorry about that. I guess I won the race.
In all honesty, that's fine. I did my living. I'm over it. But you should know, you probably shouldn't trust anyone who sees you as me. I did some fucked up things. Thought I was helping, of course. I mean, I don't want to... I didn't want to do what happened, but I thought what I was doing was helping all the Glen come back together. The Reapers, the Striders, everyone. But turns out I was being tricked by, well, one of our closest friends. We almost caused the, well, you know what happens when you put a bag of holding into a bag of holding?
No way, bro. Don't tell me you did that.
We almost did that with a few worlds.
Did? Who the hell would orchestrate something like that, man?
Someone who thought that they were doing something better. But listen, I'm not here to take back the body. I don't want it. I want to stay dead. Let me be at peace. But whoever the fuck is trying to ruin the Academy, they may still be trying to ruin everything.
I think I get what you're saying, man.
I like it here. Mind if I just hang out here for a while instead?
I guess it. You're just gonna be here every time I pop in.
Yeah. It's when you you know what trancing is, right?
Oh, okay, yeah, cool. I mean, yeah, while I'm gone, you can go like grab some food, come back, so like set things up so when I come back.
Oh, you're giving me permission to change your dreamscape? Bitchin'.
Look, don't get too crazy. Obviously, keep the natural stuff that I'm trying to build here, and then go with the flow, right?
Nature, so weird. All right, yeah.
All right, sounds good. I'll keep you updated on how things go, and I'll put my hand out. Venture?
Glenn shakes your hand.
Right on, bro. Right on.
And then, you break out of your trance, as everybody else still has 4 more hours of sleeping, other than Reese.
Just staring at him. Stop mumbling in your trance.
Dude.
Some of us are trying to trance here.
Wait. I gotta ask you this, Reese. Do you have like a private area of sanctuary when you trance too?
No, I just reflect the sins of my past.
Reese, as a point of clarity, every elf has their dreamscape, which is where you do whatever you do when you're trancing.
Just reflection, sins of my past.
Okay, yeah. That's just...
That's a fucked up hall of mirrors.
I'm not gonna even incite that. I'm just gonna believe him wholeheartedly. Oh, I see. Maybe if you clear that out, you'll get to experience the thing that I'm experiencing. It's freaking gnarly, man. You go into this peaceful state, and then there's things there that you just imagine, and then they just pop up.
Yeah. No. No. Fortunately, no. Just no. But I do appreciate
well trained.
it. Why? You were mumbling a lot. You okay?
I was just like, it was just really, it was really like loud in my mind up until recently, and now that it's cleared, it's nice.
I remember reading your mind one time and it was nothing but cackles and laughter. It was kind of horrifying. Is that what you meant?
Yeah, exactly that. Now it's well, I mean, if you go in there, there's probably like another dude in there, and you probably say what's up.
Oh, no. I know better than to go into your guys' minds. But I'm glad you're finding yourself more.
Also, I think I had the completely wrong read on the other Glenn Strider that is at the academy. Might have to do something about that sooner than later. But I know you got a laundry list of stuff that you gotta take care of with your courtly.
No. I'm not worried about my stuff. Your stuff is more important.
But I mean, I don't know. That could have been a missed opportunity. I don't know if he even still. Maybe we should just check in with Eleanor. And that would be a good starting off point for that.
Sure. We can teleport there if you want at any point.
Well, yeah, I would definitely prefer that than the other method, because then she kind of rips a portal off my side and it really hurts.
I still want to see that actually, but that's just my morbid curiosity. But I digress, right? Yeah, we can deal with that after we're done with this little 3 days of self-reflection for everyone.
Yeah, this is really nice.
Yeah. And you would, I mean, you sleep 4 hours like I do, right? You would notice that every time I get up, I immediately start scribbling in that book. So.
What are you scribbling?
Well, most of the time it's just it's like my autobiography is the best way to put it. It's the thing that I try to have Kat give my daughter if I had passed away in the hells. So.
That's pretty cool.
The next book is having Monkey's story filled out as per the deal of us, me doing the conducting thing, which I think I know a bunch of bards that can do it now.
Right.
Yes, we just have to plane shift to the undead plane.
I mean, I think it's better off in your hands right now than the baton of memory.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So there's a group of bards that meet every so often in the undead plane that I think would be a good fit to, if either you or Monkey are trying to remember anything through the baton, would be the group to do it. I'm trying to find my NPC list.
Another plane?
Yeah, in Hades. The Necroharmonic Assembly.
Oh, from
Yeah,
the Hollow, right? From the Collector?
Yep, it's just a group of undead minstrels getting together to play music.
Well, there is something we got to take care of for him, too. So, before we ask for another favor.
Yeah, so I'm swimming in debt at this point.
No better time to be the most heavily indebted than when you're about to die.
Yeah.
Ain't that the truth?
Because if you win, great. If you lose, you don't have to pay back.
That's true. It's very true. But yeah, just food for thought in case that I'm not able to lead this baton thing, that you can go to Hades and there's a group of minstrels who literally are inspired by music of the afterlife. They probably won't mind.
Yeah, the music they played was pretty sick too.
I've never heard them play.
No. I mean the music that was playing down there.
Oh yeah. So that's all I got. I'm just gonna go back to scribbling in my book.
So,
One last thing, I would just take a peek at your egg and just scratch my head a bit.
It's out
Like,
right now.
Yeah. Mine's too. I'm just like peeking over at your egg, just like seeing all the like marks and all the.
It's like a gothic style Easter egg dyed.
Like yours looks really different from mine.
Well, I mean, yours is covered in like that robe I gave, or that long coat that I bought.
No,
so...
I'm saying even so though, that you got like it's. You know what? I'm sure you're doing great.
Yeah, I mean, as I pick it up and I investigate it a little bit more, I'm just like, I think they're supposed to have these runes. Have you ever raised a Weaver egg? I've never raised a Weaver egg.
Yeah, but I mean, there's also Barts and there's also Somnies. Like, yours is really.
Well,
I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah. The Weaver and the Lightning ones, they're known for being like authority-esque creatures. Maybe this is just part of it, you know? Maybe I should check in with a specialist at some point.
Yeah. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. I got a person. Her name escapes me as I'm staring back. Dorian? No.
Which one?
Valen. Right. I could always check in with Valen if I need to.
The hag, you also graciously call her.
No, Valen was the elven druid and weaven rider of the Stormfang.
Oh, the other one. Okay, never mind. I was
Yeah.
thinking of the elven woman on the island. That only Monkey liked?
But no, everyone liked her. I just don't eat her food.
Dare you?
Right?
I was won over the moment she gave me jambalaya.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I apologize. I misinterpreted.
You think of Inara.
Mhm.
Yeah, so. Yeah, so, I mean, when I get a chance, I could always check in with a specialist, see if it's meant to be like that, so.
So, 4 hours go by. Everyone starts slowly waking up. And around this time, there are new Iman individuals who are showing up with trays and trays of food. Or sorry, not trays, tables of food. Bringing them just underneath your canopy, there is one table that is nothing but the 3 variations of melons. Watermelon, cantaloupe, yes I can, and honeydew. There's another table that is an assortment of finely sliced meats, as well as pita bread and hummus. And then there is the third table that is a variety of vegetables that are all finely chopped, as well as hummus on that table as well.
Just like yesterday, I look at Monkey and ask for a good berry.
There you go.
I appreciate it.
A good berry. 'Cause I do it every day. Just in case.
Does anybody else have trouble hearing him, or is that just me?
Is
He
it?
just lowers his volume.
Yeah, I think the headphone
think
doesn't
it's
like
recording
picking you up that much. Cause yeah,
I'll buy a new headset. Because my
Yeah.
other one's at work.
I'm sorry. It just barely hear you. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, because this is my normal range of my other headset. So I'll get a. I will.
The monkey
speak
voice
loud.
is it's really quiet, you know. So like,
Yeah,
you're talking,
well.
it sounds like you're talking like this a little bit.
I appreciate it, Monkey.
Welcome to
Thank you.
Monkey ASMR.
But yeah, everyone else, you wake up. Bart, Cornwallis, Genesis, Sam D, you guys all had phenomenal dreams. Monkey, no dream whatsoever.
Do I feel rested though?
Oh yeah, all of you are rested. You just didn't dream.
All right, good.
But yeah.
Yeah, that was y'all's night. I was expecting maybe a dream with my 8 siblings, but I don't really remember anything from last night. Sleep up. It was 8, right? The 3 sisters, 2 brothers. I think it's 8. We'll count them.
Vusi,
That
2
is
brothers,
altogether
3
too many
sisters.
siblings.
Yeah, 8. All cat.
Yeah, his mother is out tonight, so he comes to me for attention,
Fair enough.
and he will inevitably start screaming at me for food later.
So, everybody, what are we doing today?
Hot spring.
Okay.
We've had our Hot Springs episode,
That's
so
we can
What
just
do we-
fast track a couple of days, or you guys can leave. They're not holding you hostage. You can leave at any time.
I think we would have stayed there and rested, whether we.
yeah, we stayed there and rested for a couple of days just to really fully recharge the keyboard. But I think we really need to start thinking about what we want to do from here, because it seems like Reese has some pending shit that needs dealing with,
No, don't worry about it.
and we might want to start gathering allies for that. Who in the hells doesn't hate you?
Nanu, Lilith, Hillian.
I thought
Uh,
Nanu is actively against us currently.
She's
Or she has to,
sworn-
she openly has to be.
Yeah, she's sworn against us only in the eyes of the public, but she is considered an ally. She, with that being said, since she cares about her status, she wouldn't want to represent us in court.
Yeah.
Um,
I think the
So the
question
two
posed
people
was
who
who
like-
doesn't hate you.
yeah.
The two people who potentially could be our allies cannot speak in your favor, which is unhelpful. The Church of Asmodeus probably not going to help, because Asmodeus
all-
is the one taking you
Yeah.
to court.
All of them are considered out. Rossman, right, being one of the closest people to me, unfortunately, like, she's still a cleric.
Yeah.
Like, that's the unfortunate part. That's a great
Do we
debate.
want to take a trip to the Plane of Fire then and see if Tal'Dorei has garnered any favor in the Hells? Also, we need to apologize to him for ditching him at the party.
Yes.
And hopefully, by way of a groveling apology, we might be able to do a little quid pro quo, help him out with something, and then get his support. At least someone to speak in your favor.
Yeah. It's a thing we could do. Truthfully, anyone who would speak in my favor would be risking their status. And I think Tower Hodge does care about his status. As part of his thing.
Only if you lose.
That is true, and we're here with you. It might be good to get your mind off it if we went to the volcano and head over to Tawahaj and just see.
The great debacle, right? How many people am I trying to loop into my possible impending doom?
Well, here's
Look.
the thing. I don't think you're trying to bring anyone in. I think you're just stuck with us.
Yeah.
If
Lilith
nothing
said
else,
that she would
Tal'Dorei is a gracious host.
Lilith has also mentioned that if we do something for her, when I reached out to her last time, she may be able to help me out. But
I don't
That's
know
a
why
work
you're still barking up that tree, man. Like, she literally can't own anything. Like, she can't help you out right now, dude.
she's the
That's-
only.
And that one feels honestly, brother, that feels like a lost cause. I feel like the one that, I mean, if anything, if you're kind of looking a little like, at the end of your straws, there's always the Church of Monkey, and right there, that god.
Right.
Church of Monkey.
And I get it. And I'm not denying that.
When you only see one set of footprints in the sand, it means you're alone. If you see two, I'm right there with you.
Right. That also risks making your church an enemy of hell. You know what I mean? So that's like the tough part here.
Well, let's worry about you first. We'll worry about other things later. But hey, I got 8 siblings I didn't even really know about.
Like scrolling through what I have on possible allies. Right. The thing is, all my allies are mortal.
That's well, Most of them are.
Yeah.
I'm by no means an expert on your politics, but it would seem like Lilith has the least to lose. She's already ostracized from the politics. So what would be the repercussion of her siding with you as opposed to the other people that could lose their position? She doesn't really have a position to lose.
Yes. And then Lucifon as well, because he openly speaks against Asmodeus.
Do you have a relationship with Lucifon?
No, but similar ideals go far.
I'm up for pulling on that thread. Lucifon's always a fun character to interact with.
They don't
Have you
know
interacted
yet.
with them before?
I mean, I've interacted with him in a one-shot.
Christian has, not
Yeah.
Bartikov.
All and then
Asa
all we have to
has.
do,
Carl has.
according to Lilith, all we have to do in order to have a conversation with him is offer him a blade in the middle of the night because he's a collector of blades. How does one go
mean-
about offering this man a blade?
We have plenty of spare swords.
You can't have mine then.
Above the table, real quick, Bart, you had wanted to go to the volcano to do something, and I can't remember what it was. But I
Talk to
remember I was
Tal'Haj.
It was mainly to talk to Tal'Dorei and make amends for ditching him at the party.
Wasn't there one other thing with that too, though?
I think there was.
And that's why we were.
You
gonna
might
go
have been
that
thinking
way.
of the other volcano with the frog. Like you might have combined the two volcanoes.
The only thing I could think of is maybe something to do with your egg because plane of fire.
Yes,
It was
I
the-
wanted,
that's
I
the
wanted
egg.
to take the egg to the volcano, do a bit of nurturing with it there. Maybe just lightly expose it to the plane of fire. Just a smidge. And see how, because it's getting close to hatching now, surely.
You're within a couple of months, yeah.
Oh, a couple of months. Okay, that's fine.
But still, I think we could do that. We can always talk to Tal'Haj, and then, depending on how that conversation goes, seek something else or continue that thread. We got 2 weeks, which in D&D terms could be like an eternity,
Yeah.
and lots of things, or no time at all. Like,
So, if I may make a suggestion, because there was a little interest, you spend the day going over to the elemental plane of fire, and then by nighttime you might know what you're going to do if you want to communicate and try to summon forth Lucifon, if that is something you want to do. And then if not, see where you go.
Yeah.
Because you can only do the Lucifon thing at night.
Yeah.
So, and you guys just woke up. And I'm assuming, Cornwallis, you eat the table full of melons. That's your
Oh yeah,
breakfast?
for
Okay.
sure.
I'm sure you broke wind in the middle of the night, just with all that fruit and big mouth.
I have a digestive tract that's already acclimated to that, so
Imagining the attendants come to you while you're in like one of the pools and they just toss it in like you're feeding a hippo at the zoo.
Feeding a hippo sounds fun and terrifying to me.
Depends on how long. Depends on the distance between the two of you.
I don't feel safe if I could reach it with a melon. Even
You can
throwing it.
look, melons can be thrown.
Yeah, even throwing it. Hippos are deceptively fast. That is not...
Oh yeah, throw from a height into the enclosure.
I don't know. I'm scared. I would be very scared of interacting with a hippo.
Now just imagine the hippo jumping up 8 feet.
Or you're
terrified.
tossing the melon and lose your balance and go over the fence with the melon. And...
Why would you even put that thought in my mind?
Irrational
That is-
hippo fear.
No,
I
rational
wouldn't call
hippo
it
fear.
irrational.
They kill so many people each year.
More than sharks, I think, if I remember right.
Sharks are cute.
A lot more than sharks.
Yeah.
They are the second most dangerous animal in Africa behind mosquitoes.
I believe that.
Fucking
Who would've thought?
mosquitoes.
Who would have thought?
I
Anyways,
would've-
so
Is there any items? Sorry, before we do go to the volcano, then do we want to quickly grab any items while we're here? Since we're in a major city, like potions of fire resistance.
Oh, look at you being all smart. I'm thinking, no, maybe I should go get my spurs mix that I was wearing, my ornamental ones that you gave me. I got 2 sets. But...
Considering casinos in a desert, I would think that fire-resistant potions would be a pretty lucrative trade here.
You know what? That actually probably is not a bad idea. Not just for the plane of fire, but any future something's coming up. Court.
Bless you.
Yeah, especially if we go to Plagueis, right? To do in the off chance we go with Lucifon to his plane, it's known for lightning, brimstone, and hellfire, right? So
But fire resistance, does that count against
I don't think it
Hellfire?
does.
No, I don't think, so.
yeah, I think
Hellfire is
you're-
its own classification of elemental damage. Unless you specifically have resistance to Hellfire or immunity to Hellfire, Hellfire will hurt you. Even bear totem barbarians aren't resistant to Hellfire.
So does that mean that the Pit of Flame, which is known for having hellfire in Plagueis, is actual hellfire?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yes. That's my own
So-
little homebrew. So there's a tier of fuck no in the universe. It's Hellfire. It's meant to literally destroy everything.
Great. That's fantastic. So yeah, I still say we should grab fire resistant potions if plausible.
Maybe some type of gaseous form too.
Yeah, we can
I
do
know
that.
Bart could do it on his own, but yeah. That wasn't a potion, right, Bart? That you did once? Turn you into the. Didn't you turn yourself into a little cloud misty thing? once?
He's got.
No,
the
I
ability to
have
do that.
Gaseous Form.
Yeah, he has the
Gaseous
spell.
form,
He has the spell.
yeah. So, if we can find maybe some type of potion or scrolls for some of us for that, just in case for escapes or whatever. Actually, what we should do, rather than throwing, we should also just go see what they have. So,
See who?
not that I'm a big shopping episode person. But it's probably a good idea.
I am close to out of money. I gave money to
I got
Mama
you.
Vusi to.
I got you.
Reese
Check
got
out.
money. You can't take it with you when you die.
Yeah, I have money too.
I'm joking.
Alright. I have money, and then the party fund. A lot of the money that we've gotten. Also, I can trade in some of those diamonds that we have.
Oh
We
yeah,
have
we
a lot of gems.
got a lot of stuff to sell.
Not sorry, a lot of gems that needs to be sold.
In
So-
casino, gems are 1-to-1 ratio for gold. So it's like, if it has a gold value, you can trade that for things of that gold value. No problem.
Okay.
Casino
I'll-
accepts gems. They love it. It's pretty.
Okay. So we can just, if it's okay with you, Joy, I could just amass the amount of gems to gold ratio and just put the number up if that's okay with you.
100% you can.
Okay.
If that's what you want to do. Because
Yeah.
then you won't have those gems for other purposes.
None of them are diamonds.
Well, but they might.
Gemstone
Is there
dust
some-
is valuable for spell crafting, creating
Okay.
magic items. I'm just making sure you're aware before you just go, it's gold now.
Maybe half. Do half?
I can do half.
Okay. Well then,
Okay.
instead of us having a shopping session, we're going to go on break, accumulate the things that you guys are looking to purchase. If it's like small consumable items, those will probably be available. I'm going to still have you roll dice just to see the probability of it. And you're not going to find like +2 weapons or anything like that if you guys are looking. Not in just casually perusing. Sound good?
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, cool.
Yep.
Then we will be right back.
think we should look for a deck of many things and just end this campaign on a high note.
YOLO. All right, everybody else is unconscious. I'm the last one left. I draw 10 cards.
I draw the deck.
Alrighty, so we're back, everybody. So, things people are looking for. Scroll of Banishment. Alright, Bart, go ahead and roll me an investigation for that. I'm going to set the DC at 18.
Oh, I'm using my game advantage for this, by the way.
Well, thanks for saying that before the roll came up, but yeah.
I did, because I realized I had a 0 in investigation. I was not expecting a crit, though, so that's nice.
Alright, what level is Banishment? 5th?
4th.
Fourth?
Yeah.
Alright, so we double the price of everything from the sand magic thing. So that is going to be 640 gold. Yeah.
Realized I already
Persuasion
have
roll?
one. Yes. Yes. And having 2 is never a bad thing.
Round it down to 500.
Deal.
Yep. Next, you're looking for a potion. Investigation DC 10.
Or just, yeah, general potions of healing.
Yeah.
Power to be determined.
Mama Vusi did give you guys a good amount to start with. Unfortunately, you didn't find any of the potions.
Lame.
But hey, you got the big thing.
Yes.
Monkey, magic whip. Whoosh. How much is a typical whip? 5 gold.
2 gold.
2 gold. We'll say a magical +1 whip is 200. Nah. Oh wait, I skipped people. Anyways, I'll finish monkey. Healing potion. DC 10 investigate.
Main page investigation. Take it off advantage.
You find one. Typical
Is there
price. Yeah, it's a potion of healing.
Woohoo!
Nice. Potion of fire resist. DC 12, investigate. No luck. Next up, we'll go jump back to Cornwallis. Magical polearm +1. Which one do you want? Glaive or
Glaive.
Glaive sounds good to me. What do glaives usually go for? 50 gold?
20 gold.
20 gold. So +1, we'll call it at 500.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, next up, Glenn. You want to pay somebody to craft the core with a scythe?
Yes.
Okay. Roll me an investigate.
I will use my game advantage and a d6. Nice. It's a 26.
Perfect. You find somebody. You're providing the materials, so we're gonna call it at 500 gold.
Sweet.
So you give over that core, and you have a +1 scythe already
Yes, I do.
that you hand over as well.
Yeah.
All right. It's going to take them 2 weeks.
Sounds good. 2 weeks.
Cool. Monkey, we did yours. Samdi, superior healing potion. Not supreme. You're not going that balls to the wall.
I want at least a chance.
Okay. Investigation, DC 15.
Using game advantage, why not? Yeah, either or of the advantages. Investigation 17.
You find one. What is the price of it? 450 doubled is 900 gold. Roll a persuasion.
I would like to use my recap advantage on this.
Hell yeah. See, you did the recap for a reason.
16.
Okay. What was that? 900. So we'll call it at 750.
Hey, okay.
Alrighty. Next person up. We have Reese, 10 fire resist potions. Now,
This is for everyone.
yes, because you're looking for more than one, it starts at 12 for only one of them, and it goes up to 22 for 10 of them. Okay?
Okay.
That'll be
Okay.
the spectrum. Investigate.
Since I only went shopping for one thing, can I help Reese with this?
Absolutely.
Cool.
I am trained in investigation, so I can help.
I figured you are if you asked. You know.
Yeah. I know the rules.
I would hope so.
Not
Let's
the
go!
one, two,
All
so
10.
one.
Potion of fire resistance is 300 GP each. Doubled up to 600 each. For a total of 10 of them is 6,000 GP. Persuasion roll, sir.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No, you're getting a good discount. He's
Yeah.
it's Reese. Come on.
This I can't help with.
Persuasion.
This is the
I don't
one
know.
thing he does very, very, very.
I'm going to look at that
Jesus
since I roll like
Christ.
shit.
Okay.
34.
There we go. 3,000 GP.
8,000. Got it.
You got a half off. You can't.
I got it.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Alrighty.
I'm doing the math on the side for the total because
Yeah.
the potions are coming out of the party fund
Gaseous forms.
as requested.
Yeah, before you roll, I need to give you a, it's a spell scroll, not a potion gaseous form. It's a spell scroll of gaseous form, right?
Oh, that's what Monkey told me.
No potion.
I don't have
potions
magic.
spell.
I don't have magic items memorized.
You can get potions, I think. I was looking through the potion list earlier.
Okay, do you see it on the sand magic list?
What's the sand magic?
Where's this magic list at?
Oh, I posted this like forever ago. And I just sent it to Genesis to help them out. But there you go. Potion of growth, potion of gaseous
Whoa.
form, 300 GP each. So we'll equate it to 12 again, starting all the way up to 19.
Cool. I'll take it.
And guess who's helping you again? I presume.
Yeah, as much as I can.
I appreciate
These are all
it.
group things.
21.
You find all 7 of them in the bazaar. Same shop. Amazing. Go ahead
Someone's got a good solution.
and roll your persuasion, because again, 6,000 starting.
I feel like I should have enhanced ability before this. It's fine. 35.
35. 3,000. Or wait, no. Sorry, that was the wrong math. You only wanted 7 of them, right? 7 times 600 divided by 2, 2,100.
2,100. Got it.
Yep.
That's for me.
Which is a first level spell.
So that'll come
Uh,
out of my fund.
we're going to set the DC at 12 yet again.
Okay. Cornwallis, would you be willing to help me again?
For something directly for you?
Yeah, you could say no. I don't know.
No, I will. I'm kidding.
Hey, blessed target's 4 people. It's good to
Help me
keep
in
them
the
are
put that away.
bonding.
I put away my hatred in the spa. We already covered that.
Okay.
Okay.
120 GP each. They're not going to allow you to haggle.
100. How much?
360.
360. Okay, I do it.
Yeah, it's a church. They're like, you're gonna pay us. Like, this is what it cost us to make it.
I would have. we'll say it's an inconvenience fee because I called them to the front door since it's a sacred area.
Yeah, I can't go in there. Like,
Okay, I gotta go in there.
with the wings and yeah, you're paying. Like,
Well, they're away. If I go into the church,
I
they
know.
come
I'm just
out.
playing. But it's the church. They're making you pay full price.
Yeah.
You
yeah,
got a discount
yeah.
on the expensive shit.
Cool. I'll
You're
take it.
paying full price for that fucking candy bar.
How dare 5,100 gold coming out the party fund? Got it.
Alrighty. Next up, after Reese, we have Genesis. Potion of Flight. How much was that one?
500.
500.
Genesis,
So
don't forget, you have your boots of flying.
When
Oh,
did
yeah.
Genesis have boots of flying?
No, I don't have.
I gave it to her.
them.
Them. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Mm.
Oh, I forgot
Wish-
about that when I told you that.
Would it be prudent for me to get more potions of healing then?
If you would like, yeah.
Let me do that.
Never hurts.
Okay.
If you guys actually use them, they're very useful.
You can use them to heal, or if someone goes down, you can.
Use
Yeah,
your
let's-
action just to get them back up. Yeah, it's good.
Let's do that.
Okay. It starts at DC 10. How many are you
Okay.
going to look for?
How many is a good number?
Up to
Asking-
10. Any more than that would be ridiculous.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do 10.
Okay, so DC 10 investigation, you get additional ones all the way up to 20.
Okay. So investigation. It would help if I had my thing open full.
$14. So that's 4 of them. So 50 GP each.
Oops.
That's 200 gold.
For 4.
I lost my thing.
And Glenn, we need to set up an herbalist thing at the temple here in Casino. We haven't done that. We have it at the other. I think we have it at the other one.
Okay. So I got 4. Oh, sorry.
You got 4 of them for 200 gold.
Okay.
Yep. And because you bought a mass amount of them, and Reese, you bought a mass amount of them, right? You bought 10.
The fire potions.
How many health potions did you buy?
I don't buy those.
Oh, who bought the health potions?
I tried buying health potions
Monkey
and
did.
failed.
And I bought one, and
And
Zombie
Carl bought
a-
some good ones.
Oh, okay. Well, because you bought a mass amount of them, they will offer you at a discount a bandolier
Ah.
that you can wear on yourself to keep all 4 of the potions readily available. So you don't have to
Alright.
reach into your bag as an action, take it out, and then
How much is that?
they want to charge you 50 gold for the bandolier.
All right. I'll do it.
Cool.
Tourists. Didn't even hackle.
I don't care.
No, slight question. I might have just tuned this out somehow.
Uh-huh.
I only bought the single one, right?
Yeah, 1 superior.
Yeah, okay. So
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken on this.
As a player, can I ask a question?
Sure.
Just do you guys suggest that I try to buy any other potions while I'm doing this?
I think you're probably
we're
good.
Good, because we
Okay.
got so everyone's gonna end up with a gaseous form potion. We're good on health potions now, I think. And
Got a badass bandolier.
Hell yeah, you do.
Okay. All right. Cool.
And if you you don't necessarily need to put health potions in those. If you want, you can get stuff like Alchemist's Fire, which is just basically a fire grenade, and then you've just got a grenade bandolier.
How many things does this bandolier hold?
4.
Four.
Four.
4. You said that. I'm sorry.
You're good.
Okay.
Joey says
Alright.
a lot of things. We don't listen to all of them.
Never.
I mean, you want Alchemist Fire? I give you one.
Do you
of the
know
three I
how
have
short
on
this
me.
campaign would have been if you guys listened to me? Like, so many things
but
have
how much
already been
less-
revealed to you.
How much less fun would we have had along the way?
Eh,
And how many less problems would we have caused for the other groups?
You guys have only caused
the deaths.
3 problems for the other group.
what
God, I
was it?
love that
That's
cat.
3.
He's
Look at him.
It's a machine gun kitty.
Oh,
No, he
doesn't
doesn't
even
do
say-
Pew 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 pew.
he doesn't even do those meows, unfortunately. So he just gets shaken, which is kind of mean.
Aww.
From the side, it looks like it's gray camo. The
He does
coloration.
have a cute little camo pattern. He also sheds everywhere.
All right. I think I'm done with my thing. I'm sorry. I interrupted. I
You're good.
interrupted you totally. I'm sorry.
You're good. So, guys, you're done doing your shopping. We'll say it took you 2 hours for everybody to wander around the bazaar, pick out what they want, and purchase what they want. You all meet back up, and Reese is closing up his bag of holding filled with goodies or handing out and distributing if he is.
On
And
a 6-pack.
Genesis is just clasping on this bandolier. It's up to you how you wear it. You can have it like over your shoulder, over your chest, over your waist, any way you want to have it.
Yeah. So I got
Probably
2
waist.
6-packs. Sorry, my bad. I got 2 6-packs. I'm gonna give everyone a gaseous form potion, and then everyone besides Genesis and Bartikov, I give a fire resistance potion.
Wow,
Nice.
that's racist.
You can't stack up. You'll be alright. And I told you we got extra fire resist potions in the bag folding on request.
Okay.
Nice.
Now I can close out the sand magic item list. There we go.
Actually, prepping for once.
I know. It's also wrong.
It is mind-boggling. You guys, I never expected it.
And a shopping where we're not just like buying outfits.
Yeah, you guys are buying more than I want a book. Like,
I don't
anyways,
know. Doesn't bode well.
hey, it just means I can jack up the difficulty.
How dare you prep? Now you have to make it harder. This is punishment for prepping.
Or I could reward you for prepping by making it the same difficulty, and then you guys realize how useful it is.
It's true. Also, I've been meaning to ask you guys, why did we grab this? And I pull out a jelly jar of high-grade jelly, and a hand just kind of moves around inside of it.
Why did you
I have
grab
no
it?
answer for you.
Yeah, it's from Hades. I grabbed an animated hand and stuck it in a jelly jar, but I don't remember the reasoning. Do you guys remember the reasoning?
Is it like a party favor?
No, like literally when we went to Hades, I grabbed one of the animated hands, and I know there was a reasoning behind it. And I think I communicated it with someone, but I don't remember.
Dunk, 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 dunk. It's just tapping on the side of the glass. Dunk, 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 dunk.
You
Couldn't
want
tell
to let
you.
it out and see if it knows sign language?
No, it's a murderer's hand.
Well, we can tie it to a string and just hold on to it so it doesn't get away.
I'm gonna put it back in the bag of holding.
It's a murderer's
I
hand.
think I block out when you guys do stuff like that. I just like.
Fair enough, fair enough.
It's okay. So I block
We should
out
make it a
whenever
little
you say
harness.
I just
Whack it around like a fucking cat.
Yes, yes.
So, you guys are heading over to Mount Dormant. Wait, is that the right mount?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, cool. Off the top of the dome, that's good. Anyways, you guys start heading out there. We'll say that you rent some camels just to march across the desert at a much more efficient rate. By the time you get there, you're already in the middle of the afternoon, maybe 1, 2 p.m.-ish. You get outside. Question, Asa?
Whatever happened to our elephants from way back?
I mean, you guys kind of just let them wander.
Yeah.
Somebody probably has elephants now.
Just someone. Who? Couldn't tell you. But someone.
Yeah. There's this new person. He became a
Oh.
bizarre master because he captured all of your elephants and just sold them. Now he's rich.
And by the way, just Monkey, when we first got to Casino, would have. I'm gonna start having Cloud accompany me wherever we go. I'm just putting that out there. So
Go
whatever
right
we
ahead.
should- yeah.
You jump onto Cloud. Cloud has a base movement speed of 40. And it has full acrobatics in the air. And you do not fall off of it unless it turns literally sideways. So as long as you're on top, you won't fall off.
Since we're traveling, I'm gonna pull out the wings since I'm still getting used to having wings now, and I'm gonna stretch them out. I assume they're sore as shit because I've never used them.
Yeah, you are not very fit. Anyways, around 2 p.m., you guys arrive over at Mount Dormant. As you get there, you see these ancient sigils to the sun god out here that are just left on display for individuals to look at. And you notice a handful of dwarven individuals seem to be packaging up a cart with new weaponry and armament that they're getting ready to ship out somewhere. And as you're all approaching, one of them turns and looks and goes, "Hey, I know you guys. Right? A couple of you. Bart,
Words are all muted.
Samdi, yeah.
Yes.
I know
It
you
has been a
guys.
while.
Hey. Comes.
How was business?
Oh, business is booming. Do you know, like, so many people are terrified of war breaking out, they just keep buying our weaponry. It's amazing. And then we make slightly better weapons, and then they buy those, and then we make even more slightly better weapons, and they just need to upgrade because they're scared of falling behind the competition. It's amazing.
Huh. And here is me thinking I had brought peace to this world. Or this area, anyway.
I hope not.
Well, Lord knows I'll probably do something to send us all back into war, so keep working. You're doing fantastic, and it's good to see you doing well.
Thank you. So, what'd you guys come by here for? I imagine you want more than just some scrap heap generic weaponry that we've been making for people, right?
Yeah, exactly. Sadly, it was not for your services that we came. It was for the volcano itself. I have a little errand I need to run. I have something that needs to bask in the glow of the magma, and I think we're going to take a visit to the plane of fire while we're here.
Oh, go right ahead. Yeah, you guys know the way down there.
Sure thing.
All right. Hey, you have some new friends with you. Hi, how are you? I'm the foreman down here. You guys don't step into the lava or magma, okay?
Fire bad. Got it.
No, fire good. Fire burn things. Fire make things. But step in fire very bad.
Oh, I make you. Got it.
As Bart's just casually scooping up some magma.
Testing it. High quality. Look at it. It's like a jellyfish.
Proceeds to drink a bit.
I don't know if my insides are
Got it.
immune.
Yeah.
Let's test
Oh, no,
that out.
ironically, they are, because I've drunk the Dragonfire whiskey.
Yeah.
And
Still,
also
it's
the Magnum
rock.
Martinis.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys venture in where you see there's a good 2 to 3 dozen dwarves that are working tirelessly to craft this very mediocre level of weaponry here and armament. To many of you, it's very casual, like, okay, they're making mediocre armor. Only really Monkey, Bart, and Samdi are fully aware of what they could be making if they wanted to. These dwarves are some of the most legendary of craftsmen who have sent down through countless generations the highest quality of schematics for the highest quality of weaponry that are possible to be made.
It occurs to me now that I should have recommended them to you, Glenn.
Yeah. It's all right. Shit happens.
A very Samdi thing to do. So, you guys venture in. And then you get to this back area where you see the lava has pooled in this magnificently large location, and only a couple of dwarves are scooping up with these huge iron ladles to pour out and start to utilize in different areas. And as you guys walk closer to it, you see this sigil appear right above the lava, not even an inch.
At the door.
Yeah.
Look at the fire resist potions. Are we supposed to drink these now? Like, how hot is it there? I've never been to the plane of fire.
It's hot, but you should be okay. At least for a little while.
I trust you completely and full-heartedly. I put the potion away.
Make sure to keep hydrated.
Joke's on you. I don't need a drink.
Can I do an insight check? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, you're gonna be real ashy, but other than that, you're fine.
That's if he sweats.
Ding! I'm gonna make
So-
myself resistant to fire.
All right, so are we jumping in there, or
I'm watching Bart to see how this works because I don't know how this shit works.
I
take a
I
step
don't
and follow
actually
immediately.
fully remember, so yeah, I'm just gonna jump in.
Okay, I keep hitting play for the new song, but it's not even appearing.
It tends to do that sometimes with newer songs.
It's an old song. We used to have music for this area.
Could also just be bullshit that Roll20 wants to do now. Oh, there it is.
I'm going to do protection from energy on myself as well,
Do you
following
guys hear it?
Reese's lead.
I don't hear it.
I hear it.
I hear it.
All right, I'm gonna refresh the page because I don't hear it, and I want to hear my own music. I put it in there. I want to fucking
Go.
hear it.
Nice. I like it.
It connected me to a different login that I did earlier. Give me a second.
Yep.
Let me hide that now.
Roll20.
Yeah, right. Why can't I be in two of the games at once? There we go.
As we get close, I pull out my egg. We're going to another plane. Are you happy? Are you excited? And I put my egg away.
He doesn't even listen to it. God damn. You're like the worst boyfriend.
It'll be an excited egg.
So, Bart jumps through first, leaping into the air and cannonballing his way through the sigil that lies there. You see it glows this very bright red and yellow hue, and then he disappears. Looking down, he never touched the lava underneath. Then, one by one, you guys are jumping in, or...
I'm gonna fly over and then hover as closely as I can above the lava to see if I can teleport or not.
Cannonball! I just like jump right in as you look.
Wait, above the lava? What?
Oh, what? Because you said it was a sigil above
An
the
inch
lava, right?
above the lava, like an
Yeah,
inch.
so I'm trying to get my toe on it.
Oh,
as
on the
close-
sigil?
Yeah.
As soon as your toe touches the sigil, shing, you disappear.
Okay.
Cannonball in. You're in. Everyone else going in?
Yeah, I'll go with Cloud now.
All
I'm
right.
just walking.
So,
Sounded just belly flops.
as you all, one by one, appear inside, you look around at this incredible hellscape. It is so much hotter here than it is in Casino. And in fact, most of the places you all have been in the Hells is not even as hot as it is here. You look around and you see these vast expanses of sand all around you, dunes rippling and rolling, and when you look up at the sky, instead of the familiar bluish hue that you would see of your own sky, it looks like a rolling pool of lava up there, just moving and swaying. As you are looking up that high, you all also see a magnificent number of flying, flaming creatures all over. Hundreds of feet up there, but still, if you can make them out from this distance, they are big. Looking forward at this expanse, Bart, you notice a pair of beady eyes stick out of the sand, and a familiar lava snail starts pulling out of the sand towards you.
Yeah. Shoo.
Roll animal handling. What the fuck was that?
The sound of the lava snail, clearly.
Yeah, there's the red girl coming out of the snail.
What is that thing? Do I punch it? Do I punch it?
16.
Don't punch it.
You go over and you literally like slap it in the eye, which doesn't burn you, and it just keeps going away. As it pulls the rest of its body out, you see connected to the rear of its shell is about 12 of these large maces that it's just dragging with it across the landscape.
It's a whale snail.
Nasty. They're nasty little fuckers, but largely not that difficult to deal with.
You all see how exhaustingly slow it is moving. Remember the first time you guys came here and you fought one of those, you didn't realize you could literally walk away from it? It'll never catch you.
Don't remind me.
That was a challenging fight for them, too. Good times. Anyways. You take a moment to breathe in the air and begin to familiarize yourselves with the environment. Genesis, you're comfortable here because of the immense heat. I mean, it doesn't hurt you at all. But it is a much drier place than Hell was for as hot as it was. Hell was closer to Florida by comparison to, like, Arizona. Just way hotter on both ends. Bart, Samdi, Monkey, I need all three of you to roll me perception checks. See if you can't find Tawahaj's castle out there.
25.
Samdi, you climb up on top of a dune and look out across the horizon as everyone else is trying to peer, and you see the tip of his rounded off tower that he has connected at the front of his large, beautiful estate. Just the tip, yes.
I will relay down to everyone. I found it.
Please tell me it's close by. It's really hot.
Just try and survive.
Most endearing thing he's ever said.
Then like scratches his shoulder and just a bunch of flakes start flying off.
So, you all begin venturing out there, and you walk for about 45 minutes in total. Everybody who's not currently resistant to fire, I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw. Or immune. Sorry, if you're immune, you're fine as well.
Bartora?
If you're huddling next to Bart, that's fine.
Sorry.
57.
wrong button.
Yeah.
Oh!
I'm gonna
Dirty
lucky monkeys roll.
But Glenn can be.
Glenn has ways.
There we go.
Damn, son.
So, Glenn, you failed. You suffer a temporary level of exhaustion from the raw heat until you get the chance to be in a cooled location and take a short rest there. It's going to stick to you. It's insufferable how bad it feels out here.
I feel like I should have drank that fire resist potion, guys.
You can if you like.
So, you all wander out to this beautiful looking estate. The square walls around you that encompass the entirety of this location are inscribed with this beautiful architecture of these various different colors and movings and sways of shapes that seem to be attached to it. It is a gorgeous architectural achievement to behold. And as you are nearing, you see from on top of these exterior walls, these fiery elementals roll up and look down towards all of you and start to move and maneuver. Noticeably, you all also notice that currently the doors to the estate are closed. These two 15-foot tall double doors closed off in the front from all of you entering inside.
I'll, knock on the doors forcefully.
A moment goes by, and you see one familiar Myrmidon shows up.
Ah, How are you doing?
Bob.
You all are here.
We are.
Lord Tawahaj has expressed the loss of his favor towards all of you.
I can understand why. We're here to offer our sincerest apologies and make amends.
Roll me a persuasion.
Come on. 17.
Oh, sorry. On my screen, it looked like a 1 for a moment. 17. Myrmidon looks at all of you, closes the door shut, and then flickers. You hear them flickering further away.
He'll be back in a minute, I'm sure.
10 minutes go by, and Glenn, you're just resting your head against the stone wall. It's just so
Oh.
hot.
Oh, yeah.
Then,
Yeah.
sorry, go
For
ahead.
that 10 minutes, I'm gonna have the woven egg and just be like shielding it from the worst of the heat with my body, but just letting it bask in a little bit.
Okay. After the 10 minutes, the door opens up. Myrmidon is standing there. You all may enter inside. Myrmidon steps over to the side. You guys are all down here.
My most gracious thanks, old friend.
And he nods.
Just to reiterate, during that time, I'm gonna enhance ability, charisma checks for Bart.
Okay.
Nice.
So,
And as a side note, while this is happening, I do want to like try and get a read on all the different elemental surface dots, at least the ones that are developed elementals.
Myrmidons are the lowest tier of developed elementals that you can read.
Yeah, enough that I understand more than just primordial.
Correct. Or sorry, the Guardians. Myrmidon is specifically one entity. The surface thoughts of Myrmidon is, I'm curious, how is this going to play out? They all assisted me, but they have infuriated the Master. I do not wish to end up in the plane of water like the others. As you all begin wandering through, the moment you step foot into the main courtyard, you feel a wave of cool pushes over you as the temperature drops about 20 degrees in total, making it just barely 100 degrees here in freedom units for everybody's clarification.
Still hot.
Still hot, but not boiling.
Yes.
During this time, I'm gonna look at Bart and go, Bart, you probably have like the more intimate relationship with this guy from what I've seen. So
What are you implying? That was one. It never happened.
I never implied that.
Who have you been speaking to? Don't trust that Myrmidon.
Okay, well, I think my services aren't gonna be, considering he doesn't know me very well, it's gonna be mostly you in there, so good luck. And I'm gonna inspire you with that.
Oh, thank you.
So you're enhanced and inspired. Don't fuck up.
Oh, yes. But yes, I would like to think that Tal'Dorei still holds some respect for me. It wasn't my call to leave him at that party.
It was mine. And
It was as if I wasn't even there to make the decision.
if you need to throw me under the bus to fix a relationship, it's fine.
We want him to help you. I don't want to throw you under the bus. I will fix it. I will fix the relationship the way that I know how to fix relationships.
Begging.
I don't know how to
Ladies?
fix relationships.
So, everybody
officially-
control your own tokens as you're wandering in here.
Sorry.
feeling the cooled environment envelop you is amazing. Seeing that there's this grass within the courtyard itself and these trees that look completely charred and destroyed. Even as you're passing this one, I believe Samdi and Bart, not Monkey though, would recognize inside of that charred tree appears to be a druidic woman that seems to be burned into the tree and nothing more than a husk. A familiar woman that you guys had to battle in order to gain his favor once before. Not sure if you were with them back then, Monkey. I'm not positive.
No, I think we got Monkey
After
just
Vance.
after we left the Plane of Fire.
And Vance was there, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Roll a medicine check. You would have to stop and check, but I mean, if she is alive, there's no chance that she wants to be.
Yeah. Man, I forget how fucking brutal Tal'Dorei can be.
So
Very pleasant hosts, very gregarious, but crossing him is dangerous.
That's why we're here.
Indeed.
Myrmidon will flutter over towards the front of the door, pressing their being into it, where it sears and causes this entire ripple of fiery energy across the front that expands the door and opens it as Myrmidon seems to phase into the door and then phase through, immediately dropping down into a knee-like pose before Tawahaj, who sits upon this gorgeous throne with this impeccable marbled flooring made out of a very strange marble for many of you to behold. This entire place is made out of strange materials that are just so incredibly inspiring and beautiful to look at. You see the fiery landscape behind Taiwahaj with this ripple of energy pushing out from it towards all of you, more intensely hot than it was just passively outside, as Tawahaj remains in his chair, staring down at each of you, waiting for your approach.
I'll follow suit, mimicking Myrmidon's actions. I'll take like 2 or 3 steps into the entrance hall, but before I actually get across the full threshold onto the marble floor, I will drop down to one knee, sort of bow my head, and then look up and say loudly across the room, "Great Tal'Dorei, it is a pleasure to see you again. We have come to your realm to seek to make amends. For I fear that in our haste on our last encounter, we disrespected and offended you greatly. And that is the last thing that I would ever want to sour our relationship with."
What's everybody else doing?
I'm mimicking Bart.
Yeah,
Same.
if Bart kneels, I would do the same thing.
I know I can't read his mind. Ignoring Myrmidon, I'm looking at the other guardians.
Mm-hmm.
Do I get any? They get any reading from any of them? Like
They
any-
seem to be on guard and at the ready for any potential activities.
Yeah, Samdi is going to kneel right next to Bart, kind of like
Put yourself up
try and unfurl, or what's the fuck? I forgot to move again, didn't I?
I moved you. I put you next to Bart. Go ahead.
I'll put the egg away. I'll have put the egg away before walking in through the doors as well.
We have a gift. No. No. And as that is happening, I'm kind of just, I don't know, subtly is the correct word. I just like bear the arm that is Tawash's seal,
Mhm.
otherwise known as my burnt to shit arm versus my frozen to shit arm. And I'm just gonna mentally to Bart. Yeah, I don't think I need to tell you this, but it's not a good mood right now.
I don't need to read minds to work that out.
Yeah, the only one here.
We should be careful.
The only one here that stands to like you right now is Myrmidon, and he's gonna be in some tough shit if we can't, fix this relationship. I don't think he was allowed to bring us in here.
Myrmidon will flutter upwards and approach closer towards Tawahaj.
Master, these individuals had once spared my life, freed me from captivity and torture used as a flame to craft monstrous armor. I ask you to please... No, I beg. Consider me in the same peril with them as your servant.
Tawahaj will lift 2 fingers upwards, and Bart, you feel your armor tightens to your body, and then raises you up unwillingly from the ground. And he just brings 2 fingers closer as you are moving slowly across the landscape closer towards him.
Every gift that I give to people, I ensure that their betrayal would be excruciating.
And he begins to close his fingers and thumbs closer as you feel the armor tightening around you.
The reason you are allowed to stand before me is because of Myrmidon.
He releases his fingers, dropping you down to the ground.
You all understand. My generosity is earned. My friendship a privilege. And I have done so many horrific things for reasons that are lesser than causing me to spill blood. Now, what offering do you have for this conversation?
Honestly, so far just my supplication. I came with the aims of repairing this relationship with the offering of my sincerest apologies. And of course I'm aware that no possession that I own could ever hope to add to the glory and the magnificence of your palace. For my entire life I have been a tool, and so I offer my services as a tool in your benefit. if there is anything that we may do in your service to repair that which we have broken, name it. We are at your disposal, good friend.
Myrmidon has given you all a gracious offer to be considered in kindred punishment. You all have lost your, well, favor with the Hells as I was trying to build a relationship.
Indeed.
You have destroyed a year's worth of dealings very easily. And as such, I for one believe blood deserves blood. As I had to die in order to escape, one of you must die as well.
Jesus.
He's ruthless as fuck, man.
A message back to Sandy. You think we're going to have any volunteers?
Yeah. Speak up. And I go, I'm responsible for a lot of the strife you guys have caused. Or that has been caused. Just like you, when I die, go back to hell. Right? Unlike you die, you come back here. I have to trust that it's only fair. And I'll pull out my journal and I'll hand it to who's next to me? Monkey, and I go, you know what to do with this.
I'll just nod. I just nod.
Yeah. And I will say it was me. Like, I'm the center of a lot of the problems here. If you take me out, I go back to hell. I'll face my trial there too. Like, it seems like the only befitting punishment.
Your golden-plated tongue is the only reason I do not take my entire wrath out on you. The ties to hell have been severed, but if any one of you could rebuild that, unfortunately it's you. So,
He stands up, takes 2 small steps across the room.
I will simply do what was begged of me. And all of you will listen.
He turns his hand over to Myrmidon.
Oh.
And all of you see this portal opens up behind Myrmidon as their eyes go wide with realization. And they are thrust into it with a splash of water coming out. All of you hear the sizzling of a perpetual fire stuck inside of a realm filled with water. You hear the scream of agony starting to pierce out from Myrmidon as Tawahaj is staring out at all of you. The sizzling and screams intermingle with one another as you hear the torture and torment that just
persists on Myrmidon, and Tawahaj keeps just staring.
Samdi stands up and walks over to where Bart is. Isn't this... This seems... And he's just kind of stumbling over his words for a minute. Do you get any satisfaction out of this?
No. No, I do not.
No, I'm speaking towards Tawahaj.
He doesn't
Sorry.
reply to you. He just keeps staring at all of you as it continues and it grows louder and louder. You see the steam rippling off from the portal he has opened into this realm.
How far away is Myrmidon?
Right on the map.
Alright, so he traveled through the portal there.
Yep.
God damn it. Tal'Dorei. I cannot stand by and watch the man, creature, entity that vouched for us receive punishment on our behalf. If blood must be spilled, take mine. I'm not submitting myself to death, but pick it out on me. I'll even be so kind as to relinquish the gift you bestowed upon me, so that you may exact whatever wrath you choose to its fullest effect.
Kind? You believe that that is a kindness to me. You think that I could not simply take it back from you. You think you have any option. No, you have caused me pain and suffering, and you will experience the same. I am tired of gold-plated words. You all are creatures of words with no action.
Can I still see Myrmidon through the portal?
You can, yes.
This might work. If I banish him from where he is now, he will return home. I don't know how this will help the situation other than stopping the eternal anguish. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna pull the scroll from my belt. Just enough. Read it off and cast banishment on Myrmidon.
As soon as you successfully cast that spell, Myrmidon appears back within this realm, dropping down, and it's a strange thing to see an entity of fire shivering as it lies there on the ground, and immediately the guardians draw forth their scimitars towards all of you, and Tawahaj just stares at you, Bart. Why do you continue to defy me?
Because as much as I value our relationship and your respect, I value the respect for myself more, and I will not allow Myrmidon to suffer on my behalf. I truly value the friendship that we held, and nothing would please me more than to be able to continue that friendship. But if the cost of that friendship is the life of this person and their ongoing suffering, then perhaps I misjudge what it means to be friends with an entity so far above me as you.
Roll me persuasion with advantage. Because of the enhanced ability.
Yeah.
23.
Don't forget, you're inspired.
Get your
The D10?
I believe so, yes. Right, Reese?
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Big money.
Okay.
33.
You beat 30. As you say all of these words, you see the fires behind Tawahaj continue to grow and become more and more intense, and as that is happening, you all hear Myrmidon barely squeak out. My lord, I told you they are still honorable. Tawahaj clenches his fist and the portal disappears. Takes 2 steps backwards, collapses into his chair. Of course you did, Myrmidon. I just needed proof. Well, you all do owe me quite a bit, now don't you? He crosses his legs in the chair, just smiling at you all. However, I understand. You are honor-bound individuals. At least when it comes toward your friends.
Don't you worry. You need us to commit some war crimes. We're your people.
I don't think he needs any in that department.
I don't think he does, but if he needs people to do it on his behalf...
Myrmidon, thank you for offering this opportunity to restore my trust in them. One moment of suffering is worth the years of freedom they have granted me. However, I would encourage you all to remember, if you are forgiven this one time, that will be the only time. After that, I will take back what is mine and repay you for everything. Tenfold. Do we understand?
I will serve you my head myself.
That is what I love so much about you, Bart. And he'll wave his 2 fingers, flying you over towards him as he just pats you on the cheek. Whew. Very gross, having to do that to such a good servant like Myrmidon. Myrmidon, take the next 2 years off, please. Sir, I will be right by the morning. Well, you can serve in the morning, that is fine. Now, for the rest of you, why are you still kneeling? Stand up, come on. You do not kneel before friends.
Stand up.
I'm gonna get my book back from Monkey very quick.
Do you?
Sorry how I had to ensure that my alignment with all of you is worthwhile. I assure you it was completely Myrmidon's idea. I was just going to leave you outside the gates until you left. I didn't want to speak to you.
Then Myrmidon has repaid his debt to us 100 times over.
Myrmidon just begins standing up, and you see a couple of the servants swell underneath them and start carrying them over to a pool of fire to relax in.
Advanced jacuzzi.
So, very unique circumstance you all are in right now, aren't you? By the sounds of what I've heard from my various allies in the Hells, you are no longer recognized within the Church of Asmodeus, are you?
No.
How unfortunate. Oh! He claps his hand, and servants, little elementals with no thoughts in their head, bring out chairs for all of you. Come on, sit down, relax. You're in my home.
I
I'm
appreciate
still
it.
just there, rotating in the air.
He'll lower you back down.
I'll have Cloud sit on the chair, but like folded so that I can sit on top of it. Kind of like, you know, how you have like a,
Little cushion.
you know, yeah, like a cushion in the back and underneath.
Nice. You wiggle your way into the cushion. So, do you have a plan in order to, well, it's you. Of course, you have a plan to reinstate yourself within the church, correct?
To reinstate myself into the church would involve me swearing again to Asmodeus. And I don't know if I can do that anymore.
Oh, change of heart.
It's complicated. When clerics have crisis of faith, usually their god's there to bring them back. But in my sense, my crisis of faith, I'm being banished from the entirety of hell. My assets taken and Spalding. Well, not taken, but guarded at the moment. And it leaves a very unsavory taste onto a creature I followed. And I don't know.
Was the relationship not explicitly, well, what is the right way to phrase this? Was it not supposed to be mutually beneficial?
It was mutually beneficial, right? But when I started using his tenets of questioning everything, right? You know, sow the doubts of deceit, right? When I started asking myself those questions is when stuff just wasn't lining up.
Mortals are, well, lovely creatures, to say the least. I like how adaptable you are to various different circumstances and situations. We of the elemental kin are not so flexible as you all are. I'm sure you'll find a reasonable way to fix what you have done and keep yourself and your interests, gestures at everybody else, perfectly safe.
It involves going on trial. And I show him the note.
You bring it forth over to him, and he'll take it from you, flick his fingers, and a pair of glasses appear. And whom is your representative going to be? He hands it back to you.
That's the great debate, right? Like, I'm between... Part of me wants to grab Lilith, but she can't own anything. Part of me wants to request Lucifon, because he openly speaks up against Asmodeus, and he has the power to back it up. Whoever goes with me, they have to be willing to understand that there's a massive loss here if I lose, but a massive gain if I win.
And there are probably few other entities within the Nine Hells that would be even capable of that. The only other one that comes to mind would be Levistus, correct?
Levistus.
They are not fond of, well, anybody.
Forgive me for suggesting a potentially obvious and short-sighted approach, but the hell's a poor power vacuum, right?
Absolutely. The moment there's a vacuum, there's an imbalance. The moment there's an imbalance, there is possibilities of demons to crawl their ways out.
What if
And
we...
Nobody wants that.
What if we create some of this imbalance? There's one thing we do, it's kill gods, right?
Planning to kill Asmodeus is a little harder than that. It's not like your normal touch-the-mill god. This is a guy that runs a whole plane. Several layers of a plane.
Admittedly,
I'm
each
nearly-
layer of hell is almost, if not bigger, than the entirety of the plane of elemental fire. Which is why I've been looking into expanding.
What kind of vacuum would be sufficient to cause the instability we need? And could benefit you quite nicely, Tal'Dorei.
The relinquishing of power from many of the rulers of the Nine Hells would be sufficient for me to weasel my way in. However, none of them are willing to make any shifts or changes in order to produce such a change. No devil wishes to lose its power. The only exception to that being, well, Lucifer.
It sounds like we either make some kind of back alley deal with Lucifer, or force the vacuum ourselves.
Well,
I mean,
Lucifer is willing to make risks, but that is only for the purpose of stealing away more from Asmodeus. He's a very interesting character when I appeared at that summit. You know, when I first met you all down in hell.
Hmm.
Well,
Does he know
some
that
of
the
you,
spade-
not others.
does he know that Dispater's lacking 2 generals because of us?
I don't see why he
killed
wouldn't. or why he
Infinitus and
shouldn't.
Herschelius, Horseshoe,
Hershosceles.
Hershosheles. And I know Hershosheles wasn't a very... Oh, well, we told every imp saw us kill him, so I guess it would be known knowledge.
Yeah.
So I would say Dis is on no way weak or anything, but they're lacking in leadership with that. The loss of 2 generals.
Well, the problem is, their ruler, Dispater, will be working tirelessly to defend that, knowing that others could potentially encroach upon it to take it. And Lucifond cares not about any of the other rulers of Hells, only Asmodeus. Very interesting chap, honestly. Did none of you ever conversate with him?
I was planning on talking to him today at night.
Oh,
Lilith
wonderful.
gave us the inn.
If you would like, you can invite him here.
I look outside. How do you know when it's nighttime, though?
Oh no.
Oh, yeah. I really don't know how the conjuration thing works. Lilith just said, leave a sword. He's a collector. Offer a sword to him and he will come.
Well, if you are interested, I do have my library upstairs. You can scour and see if you find the answer.
I mean, we do have a greatsword that is somewhat surplus to requirements. Unless Cornwallis wants to go on a demon-killing rampage again.
Like it would be a sword that means something and hard to find. Like, and I pull out the sword of prunes.
No, not that one. Don't give him that one.
What were you saying, Cornwallis? You unmuted.
I was just gonna say that I don't really think I want to go down that road again. I'm fine with giving up the Blade of the Abyssal Bane.
That probably wouldn't be a bad one.
That blade has such a cool name. I'm proud of that.
It does.
It's sick.
Yeah.
I desperately want it. Like, it's cool. But I feel like my opportunity to use it is a way away. And, you know, the spear, equally good at dealing with, duplex.
There's also the dancing weapon, but I don't think that's gonna catch his interest.
A dancing blade, really? He
Yeah.
flicks his hand, and all of his guardians toss their scimitars in the air, and they just start dancing.
Yeah, I know. That's
I think the
Honestly,
Abyssal
I've already
Bane
tried.
is- I think the
Working
Abyssal Bane
scimitars.
is probably your best bet.
It sounds like the right option. It's powerful enough that it'll catch his interest. It doesn't impact us too much. And it sends the right message.
I don't think you want to offer him the bare minimum. Even if the
Yeah.
dancing scimitar was enough to get his attention, I don't think offering the bare minimum is the right foot you want to put forward to deal with this guy.
Yeah. So
And
I
given
would
that we
say
took it from the corpse of the pit fiend,
one of the generals of this,
What was the
You're not wrong.
general's name?
Harshashlis,
Oh, that is an old general.
Pit Fiend.
Was
Was.
I think
He
Nanu
would,
had mentioned.
yes.
I think Nanu. Right. So right now there's a pit in the last 2 days that is still open. I don't know if Nanu jumped on that or not.
Probably.
Well, she would lose her form. Is the thing. She'd become a pit fiend.
How about this?
I think she did say that she wasn't interested in becoming a pit fiend, but she might
Yeah.
put one of her people in there.
Yeah.
Do you have any pretty gems on you?
Yes. I pull out the purple worm gem, which is the most expensive gem we got.
Ooh,
Abyssal purple worm gem.
may I?
Sure.
He'll take it. This will. Little too gaudy for a ring. And it's ginormous compared to even his huge fingers.
Unless
You
you're trying
could
to
pull
send
it
out,
off, but
Unless
maybe
you're
a
trying
little
to send-
inconvenient.
send a message, you know.
Like the way you think, Glenn.
Top of a cane, maybe.
I'll accept it.
By
He
all means.
tosses it into the fire behind him. You may research in my library. See what you can find more specific about this ritual, and I would encourage you, perhaps even research him first if you wish to beckon him forth. He is, well, admittedly, a different side to a similar coin as myself. But I must say, at least based off of his words, I've yet to meet a devil more honorable.
That's exactly the quote Lilith used during ascending.
Devils aren't known for telling the truth. But anyways, the library, shall we?
Of course.
But escort me, please. He'll hold out his arm.
I'll gingerly take it. I don't know whether I'm the top or the bottom in this exchange.
Oh, he lets you do the escorting. You're the top.
Okay.
Yeah. He's not
know the-
insecure. He's very happy letting somebody else do something. It's fine.
Yeah. I know the way to his library. We've been here before, so I'll.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it takes me a second, but I know my way around a palace, so I.
You wander
I'll
up the
remove.
gorgeous stairwell. Yes, remove that from your sheet.
Yeah.
And you head down a few different corridors with these offshoot corridors leading into these various beautiful galleries and rooms that, oh, hey, that's the room with all the cool outfits that you guys were. Oh, that's nice.
Mhm.
And things like that until eventually you make it over to his library. You dropped off Cat here. You didn't do anything in the
Yeah.
library. You just went, Cat, have fun, and then walked away.
I went to go peruse his armor collection.
That is another very nice corridor. But as you get inside of the library, he gestures outwards. Servants, we need... What specific topics do you want? You have to be very specific, but not many words. They're not very smart creatures.
History of Lucifon.
Yeah, anything with the word Lucifon on it.
Lucifon. Okay.
Important figures of the hells.
Yeah,
I
no,
can tell
that's
you
way
those.
too broad. That
I was
is-
like, I could tell you those.
Jesus. What do you want, child?
I'm sorry, I got a new pet while you were
Attention.
out.
He doesn't. He wants feeding.
Fair. So do I.
I mean, I wouldn't say no.
Have some cat butthole on the stream.
No, thank you.
Monkey, there's an item. It had a name, and it escapes my mind. The item that you gave to mortals.
Oh, you mean the my staff that broke?
No, the other one. The one that took powers from other creatures and moved it. Or transferred it. It did something like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Off the top of my head, the only thing out of character. Above table. The only thing I can remember right now is my artifact staff that, and I help people. I just help people use Arcana. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, you offered mortals. You thought it was a way to extend their life,
Right.
But
Helping them use Arcana, but I don't think I have a name.
but it was more in line to what Reese is saying. It was something that like took the powers of gods away from them.
Took the power of one entity and imbued it with longevity into another.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it had a name. I just don't remember. I gotta rewatch that episode.
I don't think we got the name of that.
I don't think we got that. I'm going through. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, so with a vague kind of stealing powers from an entity and moving it to another entity with those words, right? Then he told
Power theft.
power There you go.
theft.
Yeah.
They're really
Tax
not
fraud.
smart.
Tax fraud. I mean,
They're only a few hundred years old. They're very, very stupid.
oh, I can relate.
Around the first 1,000th years where they become intelligent, like Myrmidon.
Yeah, those are the only things I can think of. Also, there's another person. I'm probably gonna. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm probably gonna bust an all-nighter.
Can I do a selfish request?
Absolutely. You paid handsomely to have access to it. Why not?
I'll crouch down to one of the little elementals. Jubilix.
The elemental looks up at Tawahaj. Oh, yes, whatever he said. And flickers away. Sorry, they
Michael.
only listen to me. Michael?
Yes,
Lucifon's brother. Interesting.
father of Lilith is what I have on it.
Michael?
Yeah.
No,
if
that
that's
is
wrong,
the
I can fix
son
it.
of Lilith.
Okay.
Lucifon's brother.
Lucifon, Michael.
Michael.
I mean, it might not hurt.
Lilith
about-
does
how
not have a father. She is the first devil, quote unquote.
Yeah, got it. Brother, I had to fix that.
It might not hurt, but how about Levistus, just in case?
Levistus. Yep, yep.
As the stack of books are coming to me, I'm like, it's gonna be a hot minute.
Well, all of you entertain yourselves. If anybody would like a nice warm massage or some hot stones of relaxation, or I'll go make some scorched swine. Hmm?
Yeah, anything cool? I'm kind of burning up in here.
Oh, sweetheart. We'll pat you on the cheek. No.
But I do believe that the very touch of his skin leaves a burn mark.
No, he can be conscious about it. He's being gentle with Glenn.
And he's just a dick to me then.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was proving a point. And
He marked
Again.
you, Somty.
Well, besides that, he's done that casually.
Yeah. Again, a slightly selfish request. As you can see, I have been touched by some fire of significant potency.
Ooh, nice.
I don't suppose you have anything that will help relieve me of these scars. I don't so much mind the look, but they are restricting.
You want to get rid of the scars?
At least relieve the way that they have warped my muscles.
Oh, you want a more pristine physique.
I would like to remove the disadvantage on dex checks.
Well, what do you have to offer for that?
Mechanically, this is what I'm trying to do.
Mechanically, I would like to not be screwed.
Yeah.
It hasn't actually come up.
You guys don't do a lot of sneaking or anything like.
No.
You guys are
but
more
it's-
like bulls charging at the china shop.
Bust down the front door. We're here, baby.
Yeah, fuck.
Not a
these
stealth
walls.
party.
I have this.
Ooh.
A mere trinket to you, I'm sure, but it was of cultural interest when we picked it up.
Mm.
And I produced the silver sub collar that's engraved with the primordial words for sacrifice, servitude, and peace.
Only lightly used.
Not by me.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh. Very well. I'll give you one resurrection. You wish to fix your muscles, right?
So, and
Well, I'm going to kill you, burn you down to ashes, completely disintegrate your body, and allow it to be rebirthed within my primordial flames here. And you should look exactly as you were, say, a year ago?
That's impossible. Only high magic can bring back someone from nothing.
Sweetheart. He gestures at the entire palace.
Good point.
I mean,
It will be
The end result-
gloriously excruciating, but it'll work.
I just want to see the spell in action.
You're
Please,
not
Bart, do
honest-
this.
In all honesty, Bart, a year ago, your backside was just a little bit better.
oh yes, it looks a little bit more like roast pork at the moment. Just one cheek is completely caved in. And
Speaking of which,
why
that
always
swine
the-
needs to be. Well, I don't do anything gently. What, is this
No,
your first
no,
time
just-
meeting me?
Ugh, I thought I'd put being burned alive beside me since I put your armor back on. But yeah, okay.
I promised
go.
you that nobody else would ever burn you alive except me.
That is true. I believe the words "nobody hurts you but daddy" came out of your mouth.
You don't need to tell them about the
But
And
you
yeah,
get him.
well.
you get him-
Do I need to remove the armor first?
No need. He flips his fingers and it just comes off of you.
Yeah. Mentally, Bart, you get a message. I recommend you strip before everything you have gets burnt to the ground.
Yeah, I like take my pack off and dump my stuff to one side.
As you say that, he begins
Ugh.
walking out. Follow me. You may strip along the way before everything gets burned off.
Yeah, I leave my stuff with Sandy. Like, please look after this and don't tell Kat if we ever see her again.
What? Sorry, as I'm conjuring up ascending.
Fuck. And yeah, I'll follow Tal'Dorei.
Does
Now,
anybody want
very
to see
itchy.
Bartikov barbecue?
Yes, I want to see a true resurrection done.
Sure thing.
Now
This is- I never
acutely
knew you had
aware
it
of
in
the
you.
oppressive heat here.
Oh yeah, it's rough. Now you know why Glenn's kind of like complaining. They are bringing you constant streams of water, though, Glenn. It's just all hot.
Warm.
Ah! Like
Which
dumping it
is
on
still
his face.
cooler than everything else, but it's still hot.
Like he's dumping it on his face. Bring more, bring more.
Yeah, they will. The servants are mindless drones.
Best kind of servants.
So,
Oh,
as you all watch Bartukov go back downstairs into the main foyer, he gestures at the flames behind his throne. Now, Bart, there's a very specific location that you need to go to in there. To make things easier, he lifts you up with one hand from your back. I'm just going to throw you, okay?
Fair enough.
Get into a ball, if you will. It'll make my life so much easier. I don't want to miss. That would be very tragic.
Yep.
Imagine coming all this way, asking for this favor, and he just dies.
There's not a
You're
role
lucky.
associated with this, is there?
Anyways.
Because if there is, I don't want Joey doing the role.
Good call. Good call. I would allow you to roll if that was the case. Now, I learned this technique from a legendary ruler before myself by the name of Kobe Burrett.
Hell yeah.
oh, I hate you.
Oh,
When-
I'm gonna die to a pun.
Kobe!
Kobe! You all watch
Seems
Bart
fitting
get...
that I'm gonna go up in flames afterwards.
Oh, that was not intentional. I made this entire situation way before that happened. Fuck.
His life ended in flames. Oh no.
Yeah. Okay.
Shit, I'm gonna
I
get canceled
explode.
by
I deserve that.
basketball
I get
fans.
exploded.
That is horrible.
Oh, no, the overlap between basketball fans and D&D watchers on YouTube.
Fair. As you get thrown into the flames, you all watch as Bart seems to like have his skin scorched away, and then the muscles, and then the veins, and then the bones all seem to crumble to ash in this very small pot, and it only hurts for a few seconds, Bart. Maybe 5 at
Only a
most.
few.
Yeah. But after that, there is no sensation whatsoever. You feel yourself becoming a part of the flames. You feel yourself become intermingled with all of it as Tawahaj begins moving his hands and summoning forth these flames to start shaping and molding you within the fires themselves. As that happens, Bart, you begin to reshape, reform, your ashes imbued with the flames themselves as he draws them outwards and begins spreading the other flames away, and all of you watch him do this over the course of about an hour as he is slowly reshaping Bart, looking physically exactly the same as he was before. However, with the potential of something new. Now, we are going to end the session here, and when we come back, we are going to see if Bart wishes to stay a half-elf or a Ganassi. Players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.